update on what's happening at Standing Rock. Good news, bad news, and everybody's got a slightly different take on this. I think there's good reason to believe that there is a lot of encouraging news, but a lot of people in the establishment do not see it that way. So I want to first give you a quote from the so-called Democratic senator from North Dakota, Senator Heidi Heitkamp. She says about this, when you look at it, we know one thing for sure. When the administration changes, the easement is going to be approved. I understand the frustration of the protesters. I just think that this fight is not winnable. She didn't say that weeks ago. She just recently said that. Not winnable. How many times do we have to hear that? Okay, that's the Democrats, theoretically on the side of the people. Gee, I wonder why they lost the national election, because no one believes you're on the side of the people anymore. And interesting follow-up in Raw's story. Turns out Heitkamp was rumored to be under consideration for a Trump administration post after she met with the president-elect last week. By the way, if you don't get it yet, Mitt Romney, Democrats meeting with Donald Trump, anyone reasonable meeting with Donald Trump, he's playing you. That's the way he gets you to do one of two things, which is heal. And you go, yes, oh, you're considering me? Oh my God, President-elect Trump is considering me. Oh yeah, of course, you're great. Oh yeah, open-minded, fantastic, right? And he doesn't pick you anyway, but you already said it, you schmuck. And that's why you had those pictures of Mitt Romney like this, like, okay? So this is the oldest trick in the book. That's why you have Ted Cruz's sad picture of him phone banking. This is how he defeats people. Here's what Heitkamp also said, talking about, what did you guys say when you met with Trump? We spent a lot of time talking about economic development, talking about energy, talking about regulation and what we need to do there. So it really was a very substantive discussion without a lot of details on positions in the cabinet. In other words, he told me, that I got to do the right things in energy, like the pipeline. She's in North Dakota. That's where the protests are. And regulation, we don't want any. We want to build a pipeline. And because I wanted to suck up to power and maybe get a Trump cabinet position, wow, wouldn't that be amazing? I said, oh, yes, sir. Of course, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Gee, I wonder why Democrats lose. I can't quite figure it out. Now, good news comes from Ring of Fire, and they explain the legal side of this. They say that if oil is not flowing by January 1st, 2017, the 2-year contract expires. Now, I've been telling you about this. The Energy Transfer Partners has a number of contracts for this Dakota Access pipeline, and some of them expire on January 1st. And then they got to get renegotiated. So let me give you more from Ring of Fire. Though due to massive investment the company has already made, they may try to continue building on the site. Every day that the water protectors hold the land represents a massive hit to investors' pocketbooks. So continuing here, according to Dakota Access's own words in court documents, the delays so far have cost the company a whopping $100 million, and each month will cost them millions more. And they explain one hopeful possibility in this scenario is that when January 1st arrives and not a drop of oil is flowing, investors elect to cut their losses and abandon the project. This is made more possible by the fact that when the contract was initially signed 2 years ago, the price of oil was significantly higher than it is now. As the price of oil has plummeted, so has the reasons for constructing an additional pipeline. So when they first made the deals, these contracts a long time ago, the oil was around $75, $80. Now it's down to around $45. So a lot of the people on the other end of those deals might think, I don't want to keep going on this contract. It's not going to be as profitable as we thought. And you're going to still have a tremendous amount of trouble building this pipeline because President Obama has ordered an environmental impact statement. So not so unwinnable as the establishment would like you to believe, including the Democratic establishment. So what does an environmental impact statement mean and how does it end? Well, it takes months to do one. It might take years to do one. And there's basically one way, according to the law, that it ends. So let me read that to you. The environmental impact statement process ends with the issuance of a record of decision, the ROD. So explains and this is what it does. It explains the agency's decision, describes the alternatives the agency considered, discusses the agency's plans for mitigation and monitoring if necessary. So I give you that as context. theoretically, a president cannot come in and go, environmental impact statement that we started according to law, I'm just going to rip it up and I don't care. No, it has to come to this conclusion. And it has to really figure out the impact, hear from the public, give the public time to comment, and make these conclusions. That takes a long time. And every day that that's going on, they're losing money and wanting to, some of their contracts, some of their partners, wanting to pull out of now what is a money-losing venture. See, they were so arrogant when they came in. And it wasn't just against the Native American tribes. They also did eminent domain all throughout the country, including in Iowa. I'll get to that in a second. And they just thought, we have the state on our side. We've already told the government what to do, so if your house is in the way, we'll take it. If your reservation is in the way, we'll just pass through it. We don't have to worry about your history and your ancestors and your sacred grounds or your sacred water. And if we build a pipeline and it leaks, not if it leaks, when it leaks, all pipelines leak, and oftentimes disastrously so, well, that's going to be your problem, not my problem. And I'm not going to check with any of this. And I'm going to tell the government not to do an environmental impact statement, which they're supposed to do. Well, doesn't matter. I get to do anything I want, and I get to run over your land. Well, it turns out you don't get to do that. And we have a say in this as well. So let me give you the final piece of context here. Joey Mahmoud, who is the Dakota Access vice president, he's representing the company, and he said this in court. So this is the company's position. He said the long-term transportation contracts give shippers a right to terminate their commitments if Dakota Access Pipeline is not in full service per the contract deadline. So that is true. And the Detroit Free Press reports a delay in the start of operations would cost about $913 million. Damn. Wait, what? I thought this wasn't winnable. I thought the multinational corporations win no matter what. I thought people power didn't matter. Now, look, there's a lot of money on the line. That means they're not going to go away quietly. So if you think it's over, that's bad news, because I don't think it's over. On the other hand, if you think, oh, those silly water protectors or Native Americans or environmentalists or veterans, all the people who are protesting this, you have no chance. I don't think you know what that means. Their chance of winning, inconceivable. Perhaps you misunderstand that word. Finally, we go to Ed Fallon. He's a former state lawmaker in Iowa, of all places. But remember, they also built through Iowa. They also built through all these other states. And all along the way, not just the Native Americans, they just took people's land. And even the people who objected, they said, what are you going to do? We have all the money. We have all the lawyers. I'm going to do eminent domain on you anyway. You might as well take whatever deal I give you. If not, we're going to go to court, and I'm going to bleed you dry. And you're not going to win against my army of lawyers. So Ed Fallon and others are protesting this in Iowa. And I did not know this, to be honest with you guys. He said, we've had more people arrested in Iowa over this than we've ever seen, even going back to the Vietnam War. You know what we're going to do? We're going to fight you in North Dakota. We're going to fight you in Iowa. And you think it's unwinnable, establishment, Trump administration, oil companies? I think it's winnable. And those veterans that went, there was supposed to be 2,000 of them because they didn't know if they could handle more than 2,000 based on the logistics and the encampment. You know how many wound up showing up? Over 4,000. And I just talked to the guys who organized it. You know what they said? If they try to build that pipeline again and they ignore the environmental impact statement and they start drilling again, next time we're going to bring 10,000 veterans. I think it's quite winnable. You know who makes independent media possible? You guys. Because of you, we can actually do this show free of any outside influence. That's what makes us so strong. Become a member today. tytnetwork.com/join. You are the media.